Laenor Velaryon and his dragon Sea Smoke have finally made their grand entrance in House of the Dragon, and this is a big deal because this is Corlys Velaryon's firstborn son, his dragon rider, and it's his biggest chess piece because it dates back to the Great Council. Remember the Great Council where they chose Viserys to become king over Rhaenys? That was not just a slight to Rhaenys, but it was also a slight to Corlys, and it was bucking tradition of how the line of succession typically works. Usually the line of succession goes the king, then his firstborn son, then that firstborn son's firstborn son, and if he doesn't have any sons, it'll go from that king to his brother or the second son of the first king, if that makes sense. Now, how this is relevant to House of the Dragon is because the Great Council was created because Jaehaerys had no sons because all of his sons died. So they had to choose a new successor, and that successor would either be Viserys, Rhaenys, or Rhaenys' firstborn child. In this case, her firstborn child is a male, and that firstborn is Laenor Velaryon. Rhaenys and Corlys Velaryon had two chances at the throne, whether they made her the first queen of Westeros or her son would have been the rightful king of Westeros. But the council chose to vote for Viserys, and now that's how we have the current story. But the line of succession should have went like this. Rhaenys technically should have been his heir, but if you're gonna pass her over because she's a woman, then it would be her son who has the rightful claim of being the king because he is the direct descendant of Jaehaerys' firstborn child. Boom, they passed him over, and Viserys is now the king of Westeros. And now Viserys' own line of succession is in jeopardy because of the first violation of the line of succession, which is where Laenor comes in. You see, Laenor Velaryon, being the heir of Corlys, is now the heir apparent to Driftmark, Corlys' island, and the heir to the vast Velaryon fleet. So not only does he have access to his own personal dragon because of his Targaryen blood from his mother, who also has a dragon, by the way. So not only does he have a dragon, he's a dragon rider, a dragon knight, and he's pretty proficient as we saw in the episode. He also has the fleet behind him, and arguably he has the strongest claim to the throne. If a civil war were to break out, he is the biggest piece that Corlys has, someone that his army and people who are loyal to him can rally behind because Laenor has the blood of the Targaryens. He has his own personal dragon, he has his own fleet. He is arguably more powerful than the king right now, more powerful than Daemon, more powerful than Rhaenyra if you think about it, because of the support system that he has, because of Corlys, because of his mother, because of his sister Laena, who at this point, this is 3 years later, is probably grown with her own dragon by now. And now that Laenor is in the picture, Laenor marrying Rhaenyra bolster the power of Rhaenyra, would bolster Corlys, because all Corlys wants is someone from his bloodline, someone from his descendants, his son, his grandson, somebody to sit on the Iron Throne. This will satiate that. Rhaenyra will be queen, making Laenor king, making Corlys the most powerful man in Westeros. Because remember, this is his biggest power play. Not just his biggest power play, his ace in the hole, his third try at this. Marrying Rhaenys should have put him on the Iron Throne as king. They passed her over. Being the father of Rhaenys' firstborn child should have put Laenor on the throne, making him Laenor's father, therefore the most powerful man in Westeros. Passed over again. He tried to put Laena with King Viserys, giving himself a grandson that would potentially sit on the Iron Throne, making himself the most powerful man in Westeros yet again. And now, I said third, but this is his fourth attempt. And his final attempt and his biggest attempt, his son, his pride and joy, the one man who has the most rights to it in Laenor, being put into play, marrying Rhaenyra, making him king of Westeros, making his kids the heir, and therefore Corlys not only secures his power over Westeros, secures himself, his son will be king, right? His grandson will be the heir, will be king. His great-great-grandson, Corlys, therefore, has made it that his direct descendants would have been the kings of Westeros. That's how he's trying to position it. We'll see if it works, because so far, all his plans haven't worked. But the case for Laenor is strong because he's a warrior. He has his dragon, we see he's very proficient. His dragon is pretty fast. Now, his dragon Sea Smoke is also very beautiful and majestic, which adds to the allure of Laenor. But one thing to note about his dragon Sea Smoke is a little smaller than the other dragons we've seen thus far. He's smaller than Daemon's dragon Caraxes, means he has one of the younger dragons, but similar to Daenerys' dragons, you see it's the same body type. As we see earlier in the show, Daemon's Caraxes has a different shape, and Rhaenyra's dragon also has a different shape. This one seems more in line with Drogon, which puts him more in line with the more aggressive type of dragon. So not only is his dragon more majestic looking, it's also, even though it's small, we see it's fast and more aggressive. So that plays in helping him fight any other dragon should he need to fight other dragons or solidify his claim any other way. And we see the power play is being put into motion. Hopefully it works, because I don't think I can take Corlys getting passed over yet again, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the first Black Dragon Rider we saw on the show, Laenor Velaryon, in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, binge on.